Welcome to the future of healthcare. Imagine a world where AI isn't just a buzzword, but a game changer in how you and I receive medical care. Today we dive into a scenario that explores how AI revolutionizes patient experiences, reduces misdiagnoses, saves time, reduces stress, and potentially saves lives. Let me introduce you to Michael. 3 years ago, Michael discovered a lump on his testicles, which turned out to be cancerous. After surgery and intense 6 months of chemotherapy for testicular cancer that made him lose his hair and 10 kilograms of body weight, he has been cancer-free ever since. To rule out any recurrence of the cancer, he sees his oncologist every 3 months for blood work and gets a CT scan every 6 months, and today is one of those checkups. Upon entering the hospital, Michael sees that there are more people than usual in the waiting area. And after registering with a very stressed nurse, she tells him that there has been a traffic accident. That's why the radiologists are busy scanning the victims for broken bones and internal bleedings. She tells him impatiently that she doesn't know when they will be able to perform a scan and that he will have to wait with everybody else. Even though he understands the nurse, he's a bit annoyed, and this contributes to his already increased anxiousness as he is scared that the cancer might have come back. Sounds too familiar, right? Overcrowded waiting areas, unfriendly personnel that is quite often just overworked and understaffed. Let's see how this will look in a couple of years with the help of artificial intelligence. In the future, patient scheduling will completely be done by AI, which we named Athena. Athena is the advanced hospital's AI that serves many roles, starting with boring administrative work, scheduling patients' appointments, and keeping track if everything is still on time, to being the doctor's companion, making suggestions about treatment plans, and making associations that would usually need a couple of doctors with different specialties. After giving written consent and with a strong system of security, Athena is interconnected with the patient's smartphones, allowing it to track patients' vitals, mood, and everything else that could improve their daily lives and health. Let's imagine the same scenario with an accident unexpectedly taking up resources in the radiology department. As the ambulances arrive and paramedics start taking care of the victims, Athena receives the basic vitals of the patients. 5 patients will be sent to the hospital, 3 seem to be in a critical condition. From the ambulance's GPS, it calculates the ETA and blocks 3 CT scanners in the hospital for the next 30 minutes. It pushes the planned scans like Michael's back by 30 minutes and sends Michael a push notification into his cell phone, informing him that he should arrive 30 minutes later than his planned time. Michael is happy he doesn't have to wait idly in the waiting area. As you can see, Athena effectively manages precious healthcare resources and improves the patient's experience in the hospital. Sounds like a big improvement in handling expensive hospital logistics and decreasing patient inconvenience. Let's go back to present-day time. Michael finally gets a scan. He had to wait an additional 1.5 hours, which contributed to his bad mood. The scan itself is very uneventful. He then gets back to the waiting area for a short consultation with a radiologist that gives him a preliminary report about what the scan showed. How could AI improve this? While Michael is getting the scan, Athena scans the pictures for urgent matters like an occlusion of blood vessels or signs of a stroke in case of a head scan that needs a radiologist's immediate attention. When the nurse is about to get Michael off the scanner, Athena flags a notification that there was a new anomaly in the liver which cannot be definitely classified in the CT scan. Athena suggests a contrast ultrasound and already found a free slot for such an examination in the next 10 minutes. A radiologist is consulted as the final decision will always be made by humans. As Michael is already in the hospital, he is happy about the convenience and agrees to the additional scan. And remember folks, this is even before a doctor thoroughly looked at a picture. As you can see again, precious hospital resources are allocated in the best possible way to improve patient care and save time. Back to present day Michael. After waiting 30 minutes, Michael is called into the doctor's office. The radiologist apologizes and says he did not have enough time to look at the pictures. There has been a car accident and the additional workload has not been dealt with. He will have to call Michael and tell him the results on the phone. Unsatisfactory, but all too familiar, right? How could AI improve this? Athena has scanned Michael's scan and compared it to all available scans from the past 3 years within 5 minutes. It has tagged the areas it deems noteworthy for a radiologist to have a look at. It has also written a preliminary report that the radiologist can, if he agrees with the result, be sent directly to Michael's oncologist. Athena also found 2 things the radiologist would have overlooked. First, there's an increasing amount of calcifications in Michael's coronary arteries. It is way too small for a human eye to perceive, as these changes are very subtle. This increases Michael's risk for heart issues in the future. So Athena sends the report to Michael's cardiologist and even aligns Michael's calendar in his phone to the cardiologist's to find a free appointment. The second thing it finds are early signs of fatty liver disease due to Michael's lifestyle. A human eye cannot detect these minuscule changes, as all CTs are gray and a human eye cannot distinguish as many gray tones as a computer can. It sends a report to Michael's GP and puts a reminder in the GP system to perform a cholesterol check the next time Michael is in the office. As Athena exchanges information with Michael's grocery delivery app on a smartphone, it detects that for the past 3 months, Michael has taken up a new habit of drinking 2 Red Bulls in the morning, something he didn't used to do and might be the reason for the early stage fatty liver. Athena associates Michael's increased tiredness in the morning with the upcoming exam period at the university and suggests to replace the 2 Red Bulls with a calorie-free cup of coffee. As you can see, integrating AI into healthcare will achieve what so many of my patients are complaining about: the lack of a holistic view of the patient. No radiologist will have the time or the training to have an in-depth talk with Michael about his sleeping pattern, the lack of sleep, the increased intake of sugary drinks, and the resulting fatty degeneration of his liver. Cross-references will be made by AI that will aid a doctor's job immensely. Upon entering the radiologist's office after a wait time of just 10 minutes, a relaxed radiologist welcomes Michael and discusses the results that Athena tagged in Michael's scan. The radiologist had beforehand the opportunity to check each of the tagged images and agrees with 9 out of 10 tags. The radiologist also emphasizes Athena's correct suggestion of performing the contrast-enhanced ultrasound. This has saved valuable time and has helped to establish diagnosis that the new growth in Michael's liver is totally benign. If they would have performed a CT scan only, they would have not been able to distinguish a benign from a cancerous growth. The rest of Michael's scan results are clear, no results of the testicular cancer that he suffered from. After discussing the scan, Michael gets the written report along with an easy-to-read version that facilitates the understanding of the report. Michael is very happy with the smooth appointment today. Remember how AI during the scan suggested an additional scan for the liver? Let's go back to present-day Michael. In the late afternoon, he gets a call from his radiologist. The radiologist explains that everything is fine, but no word of the coronary artery, no word of the fatty liver, as these changes have been overlooked. The radiologist saw the new growth in the liver, yet he cannot interpret it based on the CT scan alone and tells Michael to come back next week for a contrast-enhanced ultrasound. Michael is terrified, and a week of sleepless nights awaits him, until this newfound growth is staged as benign. As you can see from these examples, AI will have a major impact on how doctors work and how patients will get treated. I understand that many people find the changes brought by AI scary, especially as we discover more ways it can negatively influence our lives. But from what I've read and seen, AI will bring a net benefit to society. And let's face it, we have a shortage of medical staff that probably won't improve in the next few years. So AI will not cut back on necessary staff, but will fill in for positions that we cannot find personnel for. I also don't think that, especially in the healthcare sector, AI will replace doctors or nurses, but we will use AI as a tool. And please, I don't mean to downgrade the work of radiologists, but we're all humans and we've all made mistakes in the past, being overworked, stressed, or understaffed. The main goal should always be to improve patient care as much as possible, and that is when AI comes into play. Let me know in the comments what you think about AI in healthcare. I'm curious about your thoughts. Thank you for watching.